So, Ivan, I understand you have your own experience with psychosomatic illness, and maybe I could ask you to tell that story.
Sure. I will share this story. It's a rather famous story, you can say. Once you're gonna hear it, it's very interesting. Basically, when I was probably 12 or 13 years old, I got a mumps virus. Basically, when your throat becomes huge, that's the mumps virus. You catch it and your throat becomes just, become huge. And it lasts about, as far as I can remember, 3 or 4 weeks. For men, there possibly can even be side effects, which I didn't have. In fact, I didn't have the whole problem for more than 4 days. Basically, what happened was I got the problem, but I was 12 years old. It was summer. I had no intention to sit home and, while my friends are playing, to sit home and look at myself with this throat and just, what am I going to do? Especially at the time when just back in Ukraine, when I was there, the Lego, it was just appeared in the city. It was something very, very new in the city.
So it was a craze.
It was like, yeah, it was. And my friend got the first set. And he called me on the phone. He said, "Hey, come over. It's, we got this great new set of Lego and, let's just play it." And I said, "Sure, hold on. Let me ask my mom." And I go to my mom and I say, "Hey, mom, can I go?" She said, "No, you gotta, take care of this thing first because you can't. How are you going to go this way? The way you look and the way you feel, it's not good. However, if you will deal with this problem, you can go ahead and no problem." So I said, "Mom, how can I deal with this problem? Like, tell me the instructions. How do I do this?" She said, "Very simple. All you have to do is basically imagine that you are inside your body. And inside your body, there is kind of like a virus or an intruder. Somebody is intruding in your system. But you have a whole system, a whole defense system, or an entire army inside your body that can deal with this virus, that can kill it, and that can destroy it. All you have to do is just imagine it. No questioning.
You just accepted that as...
No skepticism, nothing.
Yeah.
I was 12 years old, like whatever they told me, I just did it. So I went ahead, I lied down, and for about 30 minutes, I very vividly imagined an entire battle. It was like Steven Spielberg style. It was starships, robots, mutants, Robocop, Terminator, superheroes, Superman, Batman, whoever I had in my imagination, I used them as a resource, as an army.
Wow.
And whatever I had in my imagination, again, from movies, from cartoons, of what a bad guy is or what a virus is, I imagined that. And I imagined the whole battle. It was very, very intense and very, very vivid. And I believed it.
So you had this amazing imagination of a child, and you believed what you were doing was healing yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without zero skepticism, without anything, that was my intention. Just go ahead and kick ass, so to speak. Full belief. And after about 3 or 4 days, the whole thing just disappeared. No side effect, nothing. It was very, very rapid. It was just beginning to decrease, and 4 days it was gone.
Wow. So it was just that half an hour of visualization?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But it was very intense and with very strong belief. That was my very first, I would say, psychosomatic experience, or working with the physical problem through psychology, through your mind.
Wow.
And it worked.
Yeah.
The second problem that I had, when I was about 18 or 19, when I was still in high school, kind of graduating, and it was this period of time where you kind of start to learn more about yourself, learn more about the world, become more of an adult, get to the next stage, and there are issues that you have to solve, like confidence and social skills and a lot of other things, and I had problems with that. What I had was red spots on my chest, in my chest area, and nobody could explain them. I went to a couple of doctors, they just looked at them, maybe gave me some cream, take care of this, or, maybe there's no pill. It's more about the cream, it's more about the skin. So see if that's going to help. But they changed the color and the density and the size changed with temperature. So if it's going to be hotter, they would get bigger and brighter and redder. And if I would get stressed or nervous, same thing would happen. It would become really, really red, and they would increase in size. And sometimes in numbers too. That's what would happen. And I had this probably for about a year or so. They were kind of, you could barely see them. Sometimes they would be really intense. It all depended on my mood, how I felt, how I was. Until one day I kind of looked in the mirror, I looked at myself, and it's hard to explain this experience, but I just realized that it's not about the cream, it's not about the other side, outside. some kind of a physical problem that's happening with me. It's all in my mind. It's the issues that I have. It's the social skills that I need to increase. It's the confidence level. It's personal things that I have to take care of. When I realized it and when I made my first step towards solving those problems, they began to decrease in size and numbers, and eventually they disappeared. And then forever. Wow. They never appeared again.
So you had a moment of intuition where you realized that what you had been diagnosed with, or what the doctors were saying, wasn't the real issue. It was something to do with who you were at that moment.
Yes, it was more of the inside, like the mind inside, not the physical problems, like kind of a virus or a bacteria or a disease that I had. It was a psychosomatic reaction. Yeah. Basically, my internal state, my mind, the way I was thinking, my thoughts, my states, the chemistry that I was creating through my thoughts inside my body caused those symptoms. And basically, all psychosomatic illness in this case was a signal that something that I'm doing is not right, or something that I'm not doing that's supposed to be right.